Bernie.
Bernie Elementary, you are the last school. And once you're finished at that time, when Bernie's finished, then we're going to call Baker and Fanaway Lake High School to bring your, all of your lunches, everything over here. And we're going to be having a meeting, anything for dress rehearsal, make sure you bring if you have any problems, what to do.
Wait, Leticia, wait. Hey, sis, you need to wait. Food. My goodness, girl. Hi, Leticia. What, Anna?
Good afternoon. May I enter?
Indeed, my dear young lady. I was just finishing with this rather slow student.
That's my sister Katrina.
This splendid young sister of yours, I meant to say?
Is she giving you any trouble?
Not at all. She's one of my best.
Yay! I was drenched. That's all.
Sorry, we only have 20 minutes left, so we're going to go after stuff, okay? And then you need to look at your phone, you need to mark, blah, 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 blah. And let's just save time, right, Sarah? Okay, we have the arrow, line 26.
But we finally went. A skilled Indian guide came with us.
child's gonna fall in if we're not careful. Hey, that's my hat floating down the river. Yes, now you see how fast this water is moving. These
Okay. With any rule or law changes, if something's already established, they call it grandfathered in, which means they don't have to re-certify or anything. They don't have to
Because you're certified.
Because
That's
I'm
the only
already
requirement.
certified, yeah.
But
Like how I stand on the telephone.
How many years have you been interpreting?
Interpreting 6 years. Graduated, no? Yeah, graduated 5.5 years ago.
and so how did you become certified for that?
Because I'm good.
Right?
It's not a good time for you should be practicing.
I'm sorry, I want to become a lawyer next. I'm going to college next year.
Cool.
Full of questions.
Get really involved in the community. Get really involved in any activity you can. And accept volunteer work, work for free, whatever it takes to really have the practice. This kind of thing won't have it. So I graduated and I got certified. I think it was 1.5 years.
Gonna go first, so they're gonna come in here first. Right? I don't know who I'm supposed to tell. I guess I'll tell Nat. So Nat will have Spanaway High School first, then Baker seated, and then Bernie last. However,
I miss a cookie.
there's one glitch. The afternoon, the 2:30 show will not be a problem. But the 5:30 show, we have...
Take you straight out.
Looked like they were here for this.
2:30 is when
Oh,
unless they're here for practice.
I'm not sure.
Will you go find it? Shall I go find out?
That'd be great. Thank you. Okay. You other one later.
I have a box of that too.
That's it. Where? Take it on the inside so that way.
That box is
The
roller
RSC.
stamp. It's got a bunch of junk in it that I
The
brought
RSCs
for
are ripping our
safety.
show. And Paul is concerned. For retail.
Pretty without it. Yeah. Will you come in the Heather?
Well, I'm happy to see all of you here tonight. We have a great show for you. My name is Billy Seago. My name sign. And I'm the director here for the Deaf Youth Drama Program here at the Seattle Children's Theater.
SCT. And I welcome all of you here for the 23rd Festival, Deaf Youth Drama Festival. Woohoo! That's a lot, 23 shows. Oh my goodness, it's still. You'd think I would stop, but it never, never stops. Now tonight, I want to thank several people. I'd like to thank Seattle Children's Theater. They have supported our program, Deaf Youth Drama Program, for 14 years. We thank you for your support. All over nationwide, is there a program like us? No, we're very unique. There's a lot of hearing theater, but they have supported us for a deaf youth drama program. So we're really proud of that. We want to thank you, Seattle Children's Theater. I'd also like to thank my staff, people who work for me. They're wonderful people. Jamie, Bartlett, again, she's not in the room. But that's her job, and she's very good at it. She makes sure that all details are taken care of. Thank you, Jamie. I want to thank Ryan Schlett. Ryan, he's my assistant. We teach together. We go to various schools. There's Ryan. Hello! Woo-hoo! Oh, hello. Okay. Such a pleasure to work with Ryan. He directs 2 different schools. He's responsible for Baker Middle School and Spanaway Lake High School. So thank you, Ryan. Who else? And we work with 3 different schools. Bernie Elementary School, Baker Middle School, in Tacoma. Bernie Elementary School, yay! Baker Middle School, yay! And Spanaway Lake High School, yay! And I also want to thank the teachers. Oh, they worked so hard. Taking care of the outfits and rehearsal and design and painting and pulling their hair out. So thank you for your patience. You've done a great job. Very good people. And they need to be recognized, so I'm asking the teachers, please stand. Please stand. All right. And I'd also like to thank this festival. We always depend on our volunteers, deaf and hearing. And they must be fluent signers to work with the Deaf Youth Drama Program, and I have a volunteer group, and I want them to be recognized. Many of them have been here all day since 8 o'clock this morning, rehearsing all morning, show at 2:30, tonight's show, and I know that tonight they will sleep well, so I want to make sure they are recognized. They give such a big heart. They've done a good job. Thank you. Please applaud with me. Woo! And I'd like to say thank you to the voice interpreters. For each show, we have students from the SCC, Seattle Central Community College Interpreting Training Program, and ASLIS, who also has a training program. They both have helped us voice for our schools, elementary, middle school, and high school, and an interesting experience to give them the experience of their voice to match the signing of the students. So we thank you, so that way the hearing public can enjoy the show as well. So thank you very much, voicing interpreters. Woo! They have given up their time, a lot of time, to leave school, miss a day of school, drive all the way down to Tacoma, try to match the voice of the signing. What do they say? Well, I don't know. But tonight, it all comes together, and they will sound so professional. Woo! I'm deaf, I'll know. Okay. And the last, we want to thank one of our board members for Seattle
Children's Theater, Jane Hummer. Her service, she actually has her own catering business. And we thank her because she brought us a lot of food for our volunteers. We munched on it all day. We're full. We kept working. Thank you so much, Jane. Thank you so much. Woohoo! She is one of our biggest supporters for the Deaf Youth Drama Program, and she's on our board at Seattle Central Theater. We thank you so much, Jane. And we have two storytellers that we've invited tonight, special event. And not only do we have the 3 performances from the elementary, middle, and high school, but between both programs, we are going to be having a ASL storyteller. 1 man, 1 woman. Beautiful ASL art form. Expression tonight. So you will enjoy both, all ages. Our community of deaf have come together, so you'll enjoy them tonight. So I'd like to introduce them. Ginny Brown. Ginny. Jeannie. Woo! And Ryan Schleck. That's Ryan. Woohoo! Remember him? Backside. And so they're going to be both of our storytellers tonight. And thank you to Ann Del Vecchio. She is going to be voicing their stories. Woohoo! Ann! Woohoo! So, my point and my purpose is to thank all of you, because all of our volunteers, we paid them nothing. They gave us their time and their hearts to give to this program. And that, I say thank you to all of you. And I'd also like to say thank you to Nat Wilson. He is such a wonderful man and friend and supporter of the Deaf Youth Drama Program. And he is our stage manager for how many years? A long time ago. That's what he said. That's a long time. So thank you. Okay. So all that aside, house rules. Number 1. Pictures, video camera, not allowed. It will follow the show. We need you to watch and pay attention to our actors. We have a video camera in the back right. When the red light is on, see the big man back there? His name is Jacob Fisher, and he's another incredible volunteer of many years. Thank you, Jacob. And he's going to be videotaping the show, and after it's finished, we're going to be making an edit, put it together, make a DVD of everything we've been doing all day. He's been filming the crew during rehearsal. You can buy each DVD for $15. If you're interested, make sure that you fill out the form that is located in your program. And any donations will help our program. Now, if you have a baby, please, we have a baby room in the back. You'll see a window back there. You close the door, soundproof room. That way you can still enjoy the show with your crying baby. Now, we have no intermission. It's an hour-and-a-half show. So stay there, enjoy the show. Now allow the kid actors to leave first, and then you may leave. And you can grab your kid and run. Okay. So please be cautious. All of us must be out of this house by 7:30. We have to have all doors, lights off by 7:30. If you want to have a conversation, have it out in the hall. We have to follow our professional union rules. So they click us, 7:30, we're out. If not, we got to pay. And I don't want to do that. Okay? So please help me do that. And bathroom. If you have to go potty, go out this door, water fountain, go to the left, out those doors. And if you happen to be seating over here to the right, make sure you go past the big man with the camera. He may growl at you. Duck under. We don't want to film your head. Go at the back and go down the stairs. Go to the bathroom and come back the same way. Any food or drink is forbidden in here. Cell phones and pagers. Please turn them off. Thank you. What else?
That's all. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy tonight's show and sit, relax, laugh, yell, applaud. Give us a great big support at the end, okay? Thank you.
Our play is our play is, does it mean that or does it mean that? From Bernie Elementary School.
Things are bad and getting worse. Each day it's something new. With all the stuff I see about, I don't know what to do. One day, I tripped on my red truck and it just fell apart. But when I told my mom, she said,
I'll bet that broke your heart.
huh?
Broke your heart.
I guess that's possible. Who knows? I don't think my mom would lie. I better play more carefully. This pillow's worth a try. People say all kinds of things that I don't understand. Like the time my dad asked me, Bigfoot,
Please give me a hand.
huh?
Give him a hand.
I didn't know my hands come off, and I don't want them to. So I'll make sure they stay on. With gloves and lots of glue.
Our next door neighbor had a joke he wanted us to hear. He said,
It's sure to crack you up. It's sure to crack you up. Oh, no. It's sure to crack you up. Crack you up.
I ran away in fear. Who wants to hear a joke like that? Not my idea of fun. I got a keep my head together. It's my only one. My teacher has me worried too. This happened yesterday. He said,
to stretch your arms and legs. Stretch your arms and legs.
I'm sure that he thinks that's good for us, but that's just too bizarre. My arms and legs, they're long enough. I like the way they are. I jotted down a list of all the scary things I've heard. Believe me, all of these are real. I wrote them word for word.
I want all eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Stomach is growling. My stomach is growling.
I know. I've got a lot to learn. I'm little and I'm young. But what did Grandma really mean when she said? What did she mean when she said, Grandma, hold on. Grandma, hold on. Grandma, hold on. Grandma, hold your tongue. Huh? Hold your tongue. My tongue is slimy, jiggly, slippery little squirt. It'd be my luck to squeeze too hard and lose it in the dirt.
So I decided that it's best to stay here in my room. Because just who knows when some little thing might lead to my doom. Then Mom and Dad came in and asked me,
Why are you so upset?
I told them all the things I've seen that got me in a sweat.
Hold your tongue.
Ah. My stomach is growling. Ah.
on me. To stretch your arms and legs. Rack you up. Give him a hand. Broke your heart.
And though Dad laughed, I knew he didn't mean to be unkind when he said,
For a minute, sweetheart, we thought you'd lost your mind.
huh?
Lost your mind.
Thank you.
My Lucky Day by Keiko Kaza. One day, a hungry fox was preparing to hunt for his dinner. As he polished his claws, he was startled by a knock at the door. "Hey, Rabbit!" someone yelled outside. "Are you home?" "Rabbit?" thought the fox. "If there were any rabbits in here, I'd have eaten them for breakfast." When the fox opened the door, there stood a delicious-looking piglet. "No, no!" screamed the piglet. "Oh, yes," cried the fox. "You've come to the right place." He grabbed the piglet and hauled him inside. "This must be my lucky day," the fox shouted. "How often does dinner come knocking on the door?" The piglet kicked and squealed. "Let me go, let me go." "Sorry, pal," said the fox. "This isn't just any dinner. It's pig roast, my favorite. Now get in the roasting pan." It was useless to struggle. "All right," sighed the piglet. "I will, but there's one thing." "What?" growled the fox. "Well, I'm a pig, you know, and I'm filthy. Shouldn't you wash me first? Just a thought, Mr. Fox." The fox thought to himself, he is filthy. So he got busy. He collected twigs. He made a fire. He carried in the water. And finally gave the piglet a nice bath. "Oh, you're a terrific scrubber," said the piglet. "There," said the fox. "Now you're the cleanest piglet in the county." sighed the piglet. I'll get in the pot, but... But what? Growled the fox. Well, I'm a very little piglet, you know. Shouldn't you fatten me up to get more meat? Just a thought, Mr. Fox. Fox thought to himself. He is on the small side. So the fox got busy, tied up little piglet, and searched for tomatoes. Then, after collecting the tomatoes, he cooked up some spaghetti. He baked cookies. And finally, he gave the piglet a nice dinner. Piglet said, "You're a terrific cook, Mr. Fox." "There," said the fox, "now you're the fattest piglet in the county, so get in my roasting pan." The piglet yelled, "All right, but what, shouted the fox. "Well, I'm a hard-working pig, you know. The meat is awfully tough. Shouldn't you massage me first to make me more tender?" "Just a thought, Mr. Fox." The fox said to himself, "Well, I do prefer tender meat." So the fox got busy. He pushed and he pulled. He squeezed and he pounded the piglet from head to toe. "Oh, you'll give a terrific massage," said the piglet, "but you know, my back's a little sore from working so hard. Maybe you can work on that. Push a little harder, Mr. Fox. Oh, a little to the right. No, a little to the left. Mr. Fox, are you there?" But Mr. Fox was no longer listening. He had passed out, exhausted. He couldn't lift a finger, let alone a roasting pan. "Poor Mr. Fox," sighed the piglet. He had a busy day. Then, the cleanest, fattest, and softest piglet in the county picked up the rest of the cookies and headed for home. "What a bath! What a dinner! What a massage!" cried the piglet. "This must be my lucky day." When he got home, the piglet relaxed in front of a warm fire. Let's see, he wondered, looking at his address book. Who shall I visit next? I've done the fox, done the coyote. Ah, there. The next day, knock, knock, knock. "Hey, rabbit!"
Our play is Remembering the Oregon Trail by Baker Middle School.
The hardest decision I ever had to make was deciding whether to move out west. What a family argument that was. So I've decided we're going to Oregon.
You're out of your mind, Roger. We're sure to die. I'm too scared of Indians. Our girls may get a disease.
Can't you see it's the opportunity of our lives? This place is crammed with people. Out there, there's plenty of space.
It'll only be an opportunity if we make it there alive. Remember what happened to the Donner Party, Roger?
Well, I've made up my mind. We're going.
I think I should go too, for all that land, but I'm just not sure. It would be very easy to die out there from yellow fever, cholera, or snake bites. I'm going with my husband. We do have families in Oregon, but I'm just a little scared. My cousin wrote me a letter saying that a lot of people drowned when her wagon train tried to ford a river.
You're right, Ethel. We'll be fine, all right?
There is no way I'm going.
Well, I am. You're such a chicken.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think you're such a tomboy, always getting yourself dirty. Stop arguing, both of you.
We'll be fine. We'll have plenty of food and water.
Okay, I obviously don't have a choice, but I'm going to sleep with one eye open in case something happens. Well, that's a good idea. Oregon, here we come. I remember when we first saw Chimney Rock. Big tower of stone. Folks was always trying to climb it.
I have been looking forward to this. Chimney Rock. It must be 3 stories tall.
Looks like a factory chimney. I'm so glad we finally made it here. We can replenish our water in the spring. Yes, and there's a really nice campsite over there.
And also we can rest for a few days.
Wow, look at all those names carved into that rock.
I bet you I can get my name higher than everyone else that's written on there.
I don't know how you can even think about climbing that rock. My body aches from all those mosquito bites. You girls, come and help me fill up our water jugs. I hate those mosquitoes too.
I'm going to risk it if I can get my name to the very top.
You're nuts!
I'm going to go for it. Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell Mom.
No, Maria, come back! She's going to fall! Ah! Where's Maria? She's up there, she's fallen!
Where is everyone? Look!
Oh my gosh, she's hurt bad. She's broken her leg.
I don't know if I can go on.
You have to. We can't go back. We'll have to put a splint on that leg. I hope you're not going to get gangrene or a terrible infection. If that happens, you may lose that leg. Miraculously, she was able to almost fully recover in time. Ironically, none of the names of the pioneers are left on Chimney Rock today. Wind and rain have worn them all away.
assignment here will never end.
Yeah, the discipline here is so strict. My bunkmate was thrown in the brig yesterday just for dropping a tray of food. Hey, it's not my fault. Where am I supposed to get good food? Nobody's farming around here. We know, Chef. Fort Laramie is just a stopping place on the trail.
Look, it's a wagon full of pioneers.
Well, it's our job. Let's go see what they need.
I don't know about this. We got a message from out the trail warning us to just pass by this fort.
Yes, but we need to rest, and the animals are tired. We have to stop.
They also need to mend the yoke.
Howdy.
Is this Fort Laramie?
Sure is. What a relief. Hey, anyone hungry? Thank goodness we haven't eaten a decent meal in days. Come on then.
But I heard the food here was terrible.
Yes, but we're all so hungry we have to eat something.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Do you really want to try this food? We've got to. My family is starving.
Here are some hardtack and some dried vegetables. Sorry, we ran out of molasses. I wouldn't eat that if I were you. How about some buffalo jerky?
That might be better.
Hey, I got a salmon from an Indian at 7 or 8 pounds. Traded an old shirt, some bread, and a sewing needle. I could cook that up.
Sounds good.
Hope you like it. We'll be ready in no time. I'm going to get the girls.
This is definitely not my favorite fort.
Fort Laramie wasn't a fun place to visit, but it was an important place to rest our tired animals and ourselves and to replace supplies. We just ate quickly so as not to taste the food and managed to get out of here okay. I've called you all together today to discuss our problems with the white people. There are so many of them now. Standing there, you know that the white people are spoiling our land or even taking it.
They aren't taking our land on purpose.
What's wrong with you, Great Stonewall? They've been destroying our way of life and are driving away our animals, especially the buffalo. Yes, I was just hunting buffalo yesterday and I couldn't find anything.
I don't think it will help us to punish the white people.
I think we have to do something. We can't just keep letting them trample over our beautiful land. We must stop them. Yep. In the early years of the trail, we mostly traded pretty easily with the Indians. Later on, though, as more and more folks started making the trek, the Indians started to be pretty unhappy about it. Pioneers didn't exactly leave the land in good condition sometimes, and the government was making tricky treaties with the Indians and moving them away from some of their best hunting places.
Hey, look, there's some Indians. Maybe they can help us.
Stop!
Hello. Which is the best way through here?
You can't come this way at all. These are our hunting grounds. But we need to get through. Your people have destroyed too much already. We will not let you pass. We're not going to be moved again. We're tired of your meaningless treaties.
I don't know what you're talking about. Our government has always given you plenty of land.
The land is not yours to give.
If you want to go across our hunting grounds, you'll need our help. Without our blessing, you'll never make it across without being attacked.
But we need to pass. We have families in Oregon. Please let us through. No, not without payment.
All right. Maybe we can make a deal. We'll give you a few milk cows and some horses.
We want guns and ammunition.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, we eventually worked out a trade that made everyone happy. Well, maybe not exactly happy, but satisfied.
Now may we pass? I'll come with you for a while. That way you won't get lost or shot.
You were pretty safe, even after the trouble started between the Indians and the government.
I remember the day we had to send out a relief party to save some folks whose wagon train got stuck in the snow while trying to go around Mount Hood. Oh, there they are. I see the first wagon. We'll need some more help. You there.
Are we in time? What condition are the people in?
We're not sure yet, but they've been here a while. They must be dehydrated.
Exhausted too, I shouldn't wonder. And probably hungry.
They're coming, honey. It looks like a relief party.
I hope they brought food and blankets. Thank God they're alive. We thought we were goners for sure.
Our team of oxen starved a while ago. We had to eat them. But we're running out of that food too. Let's get them out of the wagon. So what happened to you folks anyway? Well, to start with, you probably started our trip too late.
Then we had a breakdown. One of the wagons broke an axle.
By the time we got everything repaired, we were well behind schedule. Then we spent more time arguing about whether to take the mountain route or to raft down the Columbia River to the Dalles.
It seemed so easy at first. Nobody told us it snowed in October in the mountains. Nobody told us it snowed in October in the mountains. It doesn't always, but the snows came early this year.
Thank you, honey. We're safe. Folks, we can't save your wagon and all of your horses and mules. What do you want to bring? Well, I need my jewelry box and my gun.
Oh, I don't know. It's so hard.
These poor folks had some difficult and painful decisions to make. Which of their worldly possessions they should take, and which they should leave behind on the snowy mountain.
Remember when we got to the Dalles? Some of the Indians offered to help us raft down the Columbia River. It seemed like a good idea. Rafting was definitely faster than going around Mount Hood. It wasn't an easy decision. If we go around Mount Hood, we'll have to go down Laurel Hill. It's got one of the worst downward grades. That's even more dangerous than the river. I heard of a woman who got run over by a runaway wagon.
I think we've got to take the river. It's fall now, and we've got to get to Oregon before the winter storms.
Are you crazy? The Columbia River can be treacherous. We'll all drown. It'll be so expensive building a raft and paying the Indians for help, and it takes so long. We'll have to cut the trees ourselves, you know.
No, I think we can trade some ammunition and maybe some oxen with the Indians. Besides, other groups are going that way, and they'll get there before us and claim the best land.
After a long discussion, we decided to raft down the Columbia. It took a long time to get the raft built, and then we had to wait our turn on the river, so we finally went. A skilled Indian guide came with us.
Someone's gonna fall if you're not careful. Hey, there goes my hat downriver. Now you can see how fast the currents move here on the Columbia.
My shoes are soaking.
Look out for that basalt rock!
Whew, what a ride that was. We lost an ox and a whole lot of clothing, and one poor fellow lost most of his furniture when the raft hit a submerged rock and broke the ropes that were holding it. But we made it. We survived.
Lots of us made it to Oregon. And then lots of folks up and moved on to California. Seemed they thought they were going to find gold and strike it rich.
None of us ever struck gold, but we did all right from California. Our grandchildren are still there today. Of course, it looks a little different now.
Santa by Julie Sykes. It was Christmas Eve, Santa's busiest time of year, but Santa was fast asleep, snoring under his blanket. "Wake up!" squealed Santa's little mouse, tugging at his beard. "Hurry, Santa! You can't be late tonight!" "Ouch!" cried Santa, sitting up and rubbing his chin. "Goodness, is that clock right? The alarm didn't go off and I've overslept." Santa leapt out of bed and began to pull on his clothes. He was in such a hurry that he put both feet in one pant leg and fell flat on his face. "Hurry, Santa," meowed the cat. "You can't be late tonight." "No, I can't," agreed Santa, getting back up. "I can't be late delivering the presents." When he was finally dressed, Santa hurried outside to his sleigh. He picked up the harness and tried to put it on the reindeer, but the reindeer weren't there. "Oh no!" cried Santa. "Where can they be?" "The reindeer are loose in the woods," called the fox. "You better catch them before they wander off. Hurry, Santa, you can't be late tonight." "Oh, I can't," agreed Santa, running toward the trees. Deep in the woods, some of the reindeer were having a snowball fight. "Arr!" shouted Santa as a snowball hit him in the face. "Hurry, Santa," hooted the owl. "You don't have time to play in the snow." "I wasn't playing," said Santa. And he searched all over for the other reindeer. They were nowhere to be found. "I hope the four of you can pull the sleigh by yourselves. Come on, you've got a lot of work to do." At last, Santa took off, steering the sleigh toward the moon. "Go, reindeer, go!" he shouted. "You can't be late tonight." Around the world they flew, delivering their presents. "Down again," called Santa, turning the sleigh toward a farm. "Hurry, Santa," answered the reindeer. "We're miles from anywhere and the night's almost over." "I'm doing my best," boomed Santa, flicking the rein. Before he knew what was happening, the reindeer quickened their pace. "Whoa!" cried Santa, but it was too late. Landing with a bump, the sleigh skidded crazily across the snow. "Oh dear!" cried Santa. Crash! The sleigh had gotten stuck in a giant snowdrift. Santa scrambled out onto his feet and rubbed his bruised bottom. "Nothing broken," he said, "but we must hurry." When the reindeer had untangled themselves, they tried to dig out the sleigh. They tugged and pulled, pushed as hard as they could. But the sleigh was completely stuck in the snow. "It's no use," wailed the reindeer. "We can't move the sleigh on our own." Suddenly, Santa heard a loud neigh, trotting toward them with a very large horse. "Hurry, Santa," she neighed. "You've still got presents to deliver. I'll help you move your sleigh." So they all pulled together. Even Santa's little mouse. But it was no good. The sleigh was still stuck. "Hurry, Santa," called the rooster from the barnyard. "It's nearly morning." "I'm trying to hurry," puffed Santa. "One more pull, everyone." At last, the sleigh began to move. "Hurry, Santa," called the animals. The sun is rising. You've got to finish your round before the children wake up. Yes, agreed Santa. It's nearly Christmas Day. It was a close call, but by dawn, Santa had managed to deliver every present. Finally, he and the reindeer arrived back at the North Pole. Whew. We did it, yawned Santa. Whew. I wasn't. He stopped talking and stared at his sack of dismay. At the very bottom was left a present. Oh no, how awful, he cried. I've forgotten someone. Then Santa saw that all the animals were laughing at him. The present is for you, said the reindeer. It's from all of us. Hurry, Santa, added the little mouse. You should open your present. It's Christmas Day. I should, chuckled Santa. Now I wonder what it is. After opening the present, Santa said with a smile, it's a new clock.
Good evening. Welcome to our performance. Anyways, welcome to our performance. Topic, The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow by Santa Lake High School. Enjoy the show.
On the eastern shore of the Hudson River, there was a small market port known as Tarrytown. Not far away was a small valley known as Sleepy Hollow. It was inhabited by the original Dutch settlers. A drowsy, dreamy influence seemed to hang over the region. The only tavern in the region was called the Peter Stuyvesant. It was operated by Jill Van Houten. Late one sunny spring afternoon, striding up the hill, he was a very tall man, but extremely lanky. He had narrow shoulders and long arms and legs and huge feet. His whole figure hung together so loosely. His head was small and flat at the top. He had huge ears, glassy eyes, and an exceedingly long nose. He carried over his shoulder a stick, at the end of which hung a small round cloth. He advanced and made a bow to the two inhabitants of Sleepy Hollow.
Well, good afternoon.
Good day, sir. Come, it's a warm day.
Can you tell me where I am?
Sleepy Hollow.
May I sit? Indeed, I'm most tired. I've walked nearly 30 miles today.
Where is your home?
Where I make it, but I'm a native of Connecticut.
That is extremely far.
Yes, it is. I should introduce myself. I'm Ichabod Crane. I'm a schoolmaster, a storyteller, and a graduate of Yale University.
Ah, schoolmaster.
Unfortunately, but a fine one.
I am Jill Van Houten, and this is Balthazar Van Castle, a wealthy farmer. Would you like some food?
Indeed.
Any cold drink?
Yes, my throat is parched.
At a very reasonable price?
Well, I have no students at current time, and my funds are limited.
We need a schoolmaster for our children. Maybe this gentleman would like the position, Jill. This is true.
You could do much worse than to hire me.
Then the position is yours. $20 a year, and that includes room and board.
I usually receive $25 for the season.
We paid only $15 to our last teacher.
I accept your offer, and as an advance, I would like some food.
And that is how Sleepy Hollow gained its new schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane of Connecticut. Ichabod. Oh, Ichabod. He liked beautiful girls. He fancied himself a very accomplished young man and an eligible bachelor. He had two weaknesses, and food and pretty girls. And if she wasn't pretty, well then maybe she had a sister that was pretty or a mother that was noted for her fine cooking. He was looking for a pretty wife who could cook and who had means. But so far, romance had failed to beckon. However, now there presented itself what seemed to be an ideal opportunity, and it all started in the classroom. The answer to the problem is $3.50.
No, it's not. The answer is $7.39. That's what the farmer paid for the cow.
Well, I was figuring at last year's prices.
Sarah Van Trassel, keep you after school. Why? To drive some learning into your head.
Yeah.
What'd you gain from my knowledge?
Nothing.
Why, I ought to thrash you.
Good evening, can I answer?
Indeed. I was just finishing with this rather slow student of mine.
That's my sister, Katrina.
Oh, this splendid sister of yours, I meant to say.
Is she giving you any trouble?
Not at all.
But that's not what you said. She's probably meant for housewife and not for school.
Your sister's most ambitious.
Not in school, I'm not.
I wasn't aware that you had such a charming sister.
Thank you, Mr. Crane.
I'm still new to this area and haven't visited all my pupils' homes.
We should be delighted to call you Mr. Crane.
You do storytelling?
She always gets butterflies in her stomach when telling stories. Sarah!
Perhaps you learned that I plan to teach a class in Sleepy Hollow for the young women and children. It's only going to be 10 cents per pupil. I'd be delighted if you came.
Perhaps I'll join. Sarah, your name is to help me choice. Good day.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mr. Crane, I still say that cow cost $3.50. And that is how romance entered the humdrum life of Ichabod Crane. But Katrina Van Tassel was polite and attentive to Ichabod, but that's all. Katrina had many admirers, and chief among these was a man named Bron Van Brunt. His nickname was Bron Bones, because of his Herculean frame and his great feats of strength, as well as his horsemanship. He was always ready for a fight or a frolic, and he had a waggish sense of humor. Truly, like Ichabod, had great temerity in electing himself a rival of Brom Bones. Katrina joined the storytelling class, as did Brom. I went outside, and there were clouds and rain. I was so happy. I started dancing and jumping around. Yay, this is so much fun. Oh, ta-da! That's all.
We need to practice on that. You need to work on your facial expressions and your body expressions. Let me give you an example of how it should be sung. The tree. Grab a big stick. Walk the bam! You look like a scarecrow to me.
Stop that, Mom. You should be ashamed of yourself. No, we're paying out of our own pocket for this class. We don't need you spoiling it.
That is all for tonight. Let's meet next Tuesday at the same time. Oh, Katrina.
Yes, Mr. Crane.
I was wondering if you'd allow me to walk you home.
I would, but I plan to.
Come on, Katrina, it's getting late. I just asked Katrina if I could accompany her home. Your name, Crane, fits you good. You look just like a crane.
Tom, you aren't very polite.
Never said I was.
Ready, Ichabod?
This is your fault, you storytelling hypocrite. You're lucky I don't wrap you up in a bag and throw you in the river. Hey, calm down, there's a lady present. Oh, I should do it right now.
Stop. You'll do no such thing, Rob. And until you learn better manners, you are not to speak to me. Understand? Come on, Ichabod.
Remember, Brom, good things come to those who wait. Well, I'm gonna remember. Don't worry about that.
For Ichabod to openly take the field against Brom Bones would have been madness. Therefore, he made his advances in a quiet and insinuating manner. Undercover in his role as a storytelling master, he made frequent visits to the Van Tassel farmhouse.
Katrina. I expressed it for you. There's something I want to tell you. I'm not a rich man, but I'm educated.
Everybody knows that.
I know I have a future, but I see something missing.
Perhaps you'll find it.
Oh, I already have. I was wondering, will you...
Let me interrupt you, Ichabod. I have something to ask you. Something that can't wait. Will you help me?
Yes, anything.
I hope it's not too late.
I haven't promised myself to anybody.
Good. Come help me carry in the milk. It's getting close to 5. Come on.
Ichabod persisted in his pursuit of Katrina. He had to borrow money from a man named Hans van Ripper. He did this to buy Katrina a book for her birthday. He was sawing wood to pay off his debt to Van Ripper. Hello, Mr. Crane. I see you've been sawing quite a bit of wood.
Why, Sarah, you caught me in the bit of getting a little exercise.
I read those poems you put in the book that you gave to Katrina, all about moonlight and love and all that.
Unless you can act like a lady, you're gonna have to leave.
Fine, but if I do, you won't get the message.
A message? A message from your sister?
Well, not exactly. It's from my mother and father. They want to let you know that my family, we're having a quilting party tonight, and you are invited.
Oh, how thoughtful.
Everyone's going to be there. And I already told Katrina that you would come.
Indeed I will.
Brown is invited as well. I just gave him his invitation.
Poor on Bones is an uncouth bumpkin.
Shall I tell him what you said? He's angry with you.
He has no reason to be angry with me. I don't even consider him a serious rival.
I can see that. Goodbye, Mr. Crane. I'll tell Katrina you'll be there tonight.
Goodbye. Romance. Beautiful Katrina. Ah.
Say there, Mr. Crane. A few moments ago you were sawing wood. Now you dream, and there is still much wood.
I have an important favor to ask you.
What do you want?
I plan on going to the Van Tassel's quilting party this evening.
So am I.
I thought perhaps maybe I could borrow your mare.
I'm going to be riding the mare.
Oh.
If you want, I can let you borrow gunpowder.
Gunpowder? That broken down old plow horse?
It's better than walking. Remember, 5 miles each way is still 10 miles.
Okay, I accept your offer.
Ichabod spent the rest of the afternoon preparing for the party at the Van Tassels. Then he mounted his gallant steed and set out. His name was Gunpowder, and he was gone, had a head like a hammer. One eye had lost its whole pupil and was glaring spectral, but the other had a gleam of the devil in it. It was towards evening that Ichabod arrived at the Van Tassels. From a small hill, he surveyed the rich and rolling lands of the Van Tassel property.
property was fairly bursting with harvest treasures. Ichabod swelled with expectancy.
Acre upon acre, someday will be mine. Miss Katrina Crane, Miss Ichabod Crane. Those names look wonderful together. I have waited long enough. Tonight she will say yes. I will wait no longer.
Good evening, Mr. Crane. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for inviting me.
Everyone is here, and there are many good things to eat. Please, help yourself.
Thank you. Is Katrina here?
Yes, she is. She's over there sitting next to Brum. But I'd like to warn you, be careful. He's a mighty fellow. Now, please, go ahead and enjoy yourself.
Katrina, how lovely you look. But you always look lovely.
Welcome, Ichabod. I've been waiting for you to come over.
Good evening, Brom. What's good about it? Everything.
I'm glad you're here, Ichabod.
This is a lively tune. Will you do me the honor, Katrina?
I guess. On the stand.
Oh, that's too bad. But not everybody can have social grace. Isn't that right, Brom? That was wonderful.
I enjoyed it too.
Will you dance with me again?
Later. Mr. Crane, my mother is over there telling stories with some others, and they want you to join them. Come on.
Well, I did want to talk with your sister.
Later, Ichabod. I have all the other guests to mingle with.
And I remember my father telling me about O'Malley during the Battle of White Plains. A cannon came whizzing straight at his head, and O'Malley heard it with his sword. It whizzed around the blade and bounced on the ground.
Yes, I've heard that story as well.
You Schoolmaster Crane, perhaps you raise your eyebrows at these stories.
Oh, not at all. I believe that story. I've done some research on the supernatural. Have you read the book entitled History of New England Witchcraft?
No, I have not.
Well, you should. It talks of black-robed witches that ride bolts of lightning and gnomes that are faceless that dance around in banks of fog. I don't believe that story doesn't bother me at all.
Brown, you shouldn't say that. Ichabod is a schoolmaster, you know.
I didn't say I don't believe in ghosts.
I've seen a ghost.
You, Hans Ripper, have seen a ghost?
Yeah, the headless horseman of Sleep Hall.
Tell us about it.
Well, the headless horseman makes his headquarters in the cemetery down by the big brook. The headless horseman came out of the fog one night while I was coming home late. The headless horseman was carrying his head under his arm. He made me get up behind him and we rode up and down the hill. Then when we got to the covered bridge, the headless horseman pushed me off and I fell to the ground. He then rode away, disappearing with a clap of thunder.
That's a ghastly story.
But it's a true story.
Oh, that makes me shudder.
Yeah, the headless horseman is our most famous ghost in these parts.
Sure, none of you've had the experience that I've had with them.
Tell us, Brown.
It was late at night. I was riding alone when I came face to face with them.
Were you frightened?
Of course not.
You know the headless horseman?
Oh, the headless horseman tried to force me to ride with him. But I challenged him to a race. I was beating him all hollow. When we arrived at the bridge, I looked back to see if he was there. He was gone. He was a bad sport.
That's quite a story.
It's a true one. I hope I never have the misfortune to come across him. I don't know what I'd do. Warning. The headless horseman doesn't intend harm to the natives of here. It's the strangers, the ones that just moved here he doesn't like. You wouldn't think of me as a stranger. I live here. You're still a stranger to him.
Bye. Bye. We're coming.
Bye, I love you. Bye, I love you. Bye.
No, you have to leave too. Bye. Go. Come on, Ichabod, you need to leave too. Everybody else has gone home.
Including Brahm.
I'm not ready.
It doesn't matter. I have to talk to you.
Some other time, I'm quite tired.
I have to tell you something. It's been bothering me all night. Do you mind if I tell you?
Sure, go ahead.
Don't mind?
Not at all.
How shall I begin? I've been practicing. Now I don't know what to say.
I'll go for the first time.
I do want to bring you happiness, Katrina.
You do?
I first I thought you liked Brahm, but now I know you don't. I love you. I want you to be my wife.
Bingo.
I don't understand.
I know you don't understand,
But I love you.
but I don't love you.
I don't understand why not.
Of course you don't. You're a ridiculous man.
You don't mean that.
I most certainly do.
You don't love me?
Not at all.
I don't understand your attitude.
Why, I was merely flirting and just trying to make somebody else jealous.
I can't believe you. You change your mind. And I'll wait until you do.
Then, Ichabod, you will grow old waiting. Good night, Ichabod.
No. It can't be. Beautiful Katrina doesn't like me?
Heavy-hearted and crestfallen, Ichabod rode homeward at a late hour. All the stories of ghosts and goblins came crowing upon him. The night grew darker and darker. The stars disappeared behind the driving clouds. Ichabod had never felt so lonely. He was approaching the place where the headless horseman was said to make his headquarters. His heart began to thump. Nervously, he kicked the side of his horse, irritable and sleepy Gunpowder, into a much faster pace. The story ends saying that the headless horseman of Sleepy Hollow had carried Ichabod away.
Now I ask all the students to please rise. Come join us. Please, again. Okay, I want to thank all of you. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yes, Mommy's up there. Okay, wait a minute. I want to thank all of you. You've worked so hard for 3 long months. Thank you, teachers, the assistants, the teachers, everyone. Thank you, Ryan, the interpreters. Ryan, you've worked so hard trying to make this successful tonight. And again, thank you one more time. You know, for me, I'm going to be very sad because I won't be seeing you again. We'll work with a different school in the spring. I want to tell each and every one of you, thank you, you've done a good job, and I know and hope you will continue to be successful in your future again in theater. So thank you. I also want to thank all of you and some unique people who made this happen tonight.
our technical support staff. First, I'd like to thank Nat Wilson, our stage manager. Where's Nat? Nat, come on out. Woohoo! Oh. Yay! Okay, as we bow down to Nat. And his stage crew, all the people that work to make sure the design works out, thank you so much. Woo! And in the back, we have our technical stage manager, and who does all the shows, Sarah, Mixon, we thank you so much. In the middle, woohoo, Sarah! Great job, thank you. And to the left of Sarah, our sound guy, Kevin Underwood. Woohoo! Thank you, Kevin, good job. And to the right is Cole Gwynn. She's the one who takes care of all of our lighting. Thank you, Cole. Woohoo! And thank you to the group of interpreters who have been voicing for you all night. Thank you. Woohoo! And Del Vecchio for voicing for the storytellers. Good job. And Robbie for voicing for me. Thank you. And be safe, drive safe, and we hope we see you in June for our 24th festival here at Seattle Children's Theater. So make sure you put in your calendar for June the 2nd. Thank you, good night, and we'll see you next year. Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year. Good night. Please stay until our crew has exited, and then you can get out of here. Make sure 7:30. Thank you, good night.